Calaveras Lake, and you can see it was a gorgeous start to the day. All that sunshine started early, so I'm telling you, we're not expecting much in the form of cloud cover, never mind a chance of rain. We are settling into a really quiet, dry weather pattern. You can see how dry it is. Southeast Bexar County right there, and showing you just how brown things are. In fact, lower right-hand corners from San Antonio International, and that foreground also just as brown. Downtown San Antonio, you can see mostly clear, beautiful picture around the TPC, looking out towards Spring Branch and New Braunfels. That's the Morgan's Wonderland Camp camera in your upper left. All right, let's take a look at San Antonio. Isn't she gorgeous? Especially for 300. She looks good. Temperature right now is 66 degrees, feels like 66. West-southwest wind keeping the air very dry. So whenever it's coming in from West Texas and Mexico, dew points are going to stay low, and they're in the mid-20s right now. We've got 65 coming in from Bandera, some 70s on the map. Castroville, Devine, 69 degrees at Stinson, Calaveras, pair of 6s at Randolph and New Braunfels. Seguin's got 64, 71 at Pearsall, so a little bit warmer. In fact, the trend is definitely going to be on the warming side. No exception overnight, where we were down to a light freeze in some spots. We're probably going to stop around the upper 30s in the city, get closer to a freeze in Kerrville, maybe Comfort and Bernie, up around Fredericksburg and Blanco counties. I think even Canyon Lake could get close in some outlying areas to a 32, but most of us will be above freezing on Wednesday morning, and Wednesday will be warmer. I think 69 to 70 for the high tomorrow afternoon. Again, nothing but sunshine as high pressure takes over, and look what it does. It supplies the atmosphere with a lot of dry air. You're looking at water vapor, mid-levels of the atmosphere, and this is like the X-ray. And without much in the form of moisture or a system, you just see kind of that bronzing color, and that is very dry air that mixes from the mid-levels down to the surface. Plus, we've got pretty light winds. You know, this will always determine just how much moisture comes in from the Gulf, and we don't have a return flow from the Gulf for a while. You can see on Thursday afternoon a little bit of a southeast wind, so maybe we start seeing a little bit more moisture in the air, but not much. I mean, dew points are expected to stay very low, so this air actually getting a little bit drier in the coming days. We might get a little flare up to about 50s on Friday, heading in before a weekend cold front, and then maybe by this time next week we get dew points back up into the 50s, but that's still comfortable. All right, upper level flow, and you can see the action is all across the northeast, so we're not expecting many changes on this 7-day forecast. Let's take a look. Temperature wise, we're going to 67 tomorrow, closer to 70 Thursday and Friday both. We'll still have some morning chills. We'll call them 38 tomorrow, 40 on Thursday. No freezing temperatures, mid 40s on Saturday, but then look, cold front Saturday means only 59 for the high, and then probably a light freeze for some of you Sunday morning, only 61 for the high then, and Valentine's Day looking pretty nice. All these blue skies have us thinking about Texas's state flower, the blue bonnet. Meteorologist Marina Newman on